Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now July 7th of 2022, and over, of course, 2 weeks ago is when we actually got to see the season finale of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. A lot of Star Wars fans had mixed reactions on all of that, and of course it led to a lot of criticism over the show and exactly how fans perceived the season finale of the Kenobi series. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that currently there are a lot of Star Wars TV shows being worked on at the same exact time between John and Dave. So John and Dave have this overall structure planned for The Mandalorian to serve as a foundation, and all of the other shows that are being developed will be used as branches coming off of that foundation. So you have a lot of things happening, such as Mando 3 and 4, Star Wars Ahsoka, there's of course the Bo-Katan series as well, and a lot of other things coming into fruition as well as on top of that. Now, given that we also have new creators coming on board, some creators that took care of The Mandalorian before in the past, such as Peyton Reed, one of the directors that's going to be involved in Mando 4 as well. But moving past all of this, Disney CEO Bob Chapek, the guy who is allowing John and Dave to do as they please with this new Star Wars universe, is actually making a lot of changes and adjustments behind the scenes over at LUCASFILM, and really just creating a clean slate, making sure that Star Wars is going to come back in action, really making sure that he can find strategies to win back the lost fans. And ever since, of course, the Kenobi TV series, he's been talking about this openly, that they do realize about the fan feedback. It's no secret to them. They're making it clear that they know about the fan feedback and that they are trying their absolute best to turn things around. Now that leads us to what Chapek recently did with one of the Star Wars TV shows. Now, with Disney CEO Bob Chapek currently working around the clock on the new Star Wars roadmap with new shows set to be announced at this year's D23 and Disney Plus Day, recently Chapek has been making some very big adjustments over at Lucasfilm in order to focus on a better future for the Star Wars universe. Now, it's noted that currently Chapek finalized the cancellation of the Book of Boba Fett TV series after the second season was in the talks between executives for the past number of months. The main reason as to why they canceled the series altogether not only had to do with fan feedback, but also had to do with the fact that Chapek just no longer wanted to focus on Boba Fett having his own show anymore. Director Robert Rodriguez had a lot of creative influence over the series and was let go from season 2 when it was being worked on in the early stages before its cancellation. On top of that, Rodriguez is the one who allowed the biker gang to be a focus in the series, and even convinced the other creators to water down the Boba Fett character. However, there is a big plan that Chapek has right now to actually fix the character, and that is to only allow Boba Fett appearing in the Mandalorian series as one of the allies Andor hunting down his bounties in the show. This is described to be Chapek's plan to fix the character of Boba Fett, to bring the fans the old Boba back. Even the actor who played him, Tamora Morrison, was begging Disney to bring back the old Boba Fett that fans loved and enjoyed during the time of when Boba Fett was being written by Disney and how they did not want to actually listen. Nor did Robert Rodriguez with his episodes. Of course, John and Dave had creative pull, but not for the entire show. Now, John and Dave were actually quite unhappy with how the episodes were perceived by the fans that were handled by Robert Rodriguez. Now, the thing about this that I think a lot of fans need to know is that Season 2 of the Boba Fett series, it was in the talks for a very long time, and it was something that a lot of fans have been wondering about for the longest time as well. Of course, I'm a big Boba Fett fan. There's a lot of fans out there that love the character of Boba Fett, especially in the comics or in the books, if you guys read up on that. It's nothing like how he was in the TV show. The TV show, to me, was a completely different version of Boba Fett. It was like Boba Fett light. When you look at Boba as a character, this character's supposed to be very hard-edged, always wearing the helmet, hunting down his bounties, being ruthless, and all these other things if you guys read even the canon comics and the books, and even some of the Legends material. I mean, he really is a very hard character, and very much intimidating. And in the series, they kind of basically turned him good. And that was one thing that I thought, you know, was a little coming out of left field and a little way too surprising. Did it work in some scenes? Yes, it did. I liked how, you know, he got to learn, you know, a different side of himself when he actually got to befriend the Tusken Raiders. But that was one thing, alright? They didn't have to focus on that for multiple episodes. So, looking at all of this here, of course, we have a lot of things happening with the Boba Fett show, of course, with Season 2 and how it's now becoming cancelled and by Bob Chapek. But what they're trying to do with Boba Fett right now is that they only want to allow him to appear in the form of cameos in pretty much every single new post-Return of the Jedi TV series that's being produced. Moving on. Alright, this is where things begin to pick up a little bit more, is that currently the second season of Boba has been cancelled officially with some Disney executives. Bob Chapek, of course, they're asking him to change his mind. Some of the executives believe that Boba Fett as a series still has a chance if it takes a darker turn and just focuses on that character. Now further, the plan for the second season originally was going to focus on the Boba Fett character that fans loved, but Chapek knew that would be a challenge to give him his own show again, as that would lead to a lot of filler. So far, Boba Fett is now planned to appear in shows such as The Mandalorian, Star Wars Ahsoka, and even the Bo-Katan TV show that's currently in the early development phase as we speak. Now, this is described to be the Bo-Katan TV series that will also bring in Din Djarin. Disney wants to make sure that they can fix Boba Fett this way by giving him the proper action scenes in the upcoming TV shows separately, instead of his own series. Now, Rodriguez is said to not be coming back for the other Star Wars shows as a director at all, after Disney had issues with his creative side of Boba Fett. This is also said to be an opportunity for Disney to evolve the character through and through. Now, here's the big deal about all of this, is the fact that we have, of course, Disney pretty much second-guessing themselves again. I would welcome, and I'm being very honest, I would welcome a second season of Boba Fett. It was a completely different tone if they really gave us the character that we love, just, you know, doing his thing, hunting down bounties, going on missions, stuff like that. They could easily give us a 4 to 5 episode miniseries of him strictly just doing that. In fact, originally, in case you guys did not know, the Boba Fett series was originally supposed to be 4 episodes. It was supposed to be like a very little miniseries, and then they added on episodes. And the reason why you got those cameos of Luke, of Din Djarin, Ahsoka Tano, Grogu, is because they added on to the 4 episode plan for the Boba Fett mini-series, and that's exactly why it turned into 7 episodes. So overall, guys, you know, I think that everything is moving along smooth so far between John and Dave. I mean, Mando 3 and 4, I mean, it's amazing how smooth things are going. There's no delays, no production issues. The only other thing that I must mention is that they are doing additional filming for Mando 3 as we speak, but it's not reshoots and it's not anything like that. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's just additional filming because they want to add on more scenes that's going to connect to Mando 4, just to be clear. So overall, you know, let me know what you guys have to say about the cancellation of Season 2 of Boba Fett, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.